What you doing, Rex? Hello, everybody. I'm just going to be eating some breakfast. So figured we can watch Remy. Right, Remy? Since you like to steal the show anyway, we'll watch you. I got to work later. It's been a rough week. I've been still dealing with a lot of nerve pain, and I'm looking to cut my hours. One, so that I can see my husband when he's home. Two, because with this nerve pain, it is really difficult to get through the day comfortably. So, looking to cut my hours, but they need to hire somebody to train before I leave. And I'm not leaving, like, but someone needs to be hired and trained before I cut my hours. So, hello, everybody who's here. Just watching Remy while I eat breakfast. But I wanted to say hi to everybody. And of course, Remy's talking. Yes. You say hello? Say hello. How are you? What you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Can you guys hear me all right? Just want to make sure you guys can hear me, because I set up my phone, sent the link to myself so that I could set the phone up to watch Remy. It says there's 2 people here. I would let Remy out of the cage, but then he won't be in the shot because he'll go everywhere. But this way it's perfect. We can see him. I hope everybody had a wonderful week. It was a long week for me. I was dealing with pain, and I worked Monday night, and then I worked Tuesday morning, and then I worked Wednesday all day, open to close, which was really rough. Hey, Crystal! And then I worked yesterday morning, and now I work tonight. Like, I have to be in at 3, so. How you doing, Crystal? I'm just eating some breakfast here while we watch Remy. I wanted to be able to stream, say hi to everybody. But I didn't want to be on camera, so this was perfect. And I just got this tripod in the mail the other day. I ordered it on Amazon. It's like a tripod slash selfie stick. So not that I post a heck of a lot of selfies, but it's perfect for bringing with me when I need to. If I want to do my nature scenes, I can set that up. And if I want to use it in the house, I can set it up, but it'll fold down to a little stick. So I'm doing all right. It's been a little bit of a rough week with work because I'm still dealing with nerve pain from the shingles, and I think it's going to be lingering for a while. So I'm looking to cut my hours, but they need to actually hire somebody so that that person can be trained so I can cut my hours, because I was like, between my husband being gone and I'm wanting to see him when he's around and this pain, I need to cut my hours, and they need to get on the ball and get some people hired so that I can actually do that, because I don't want to leave them in a lurch, but got to look after myself. Hey, Scrap Dog, how are you? Average Girl, how are you doing? Yes, that's Remy. I thought instead of putting me on camera, I put him on camera. I'm kind of eating my breakfast while I'm doing this. And I'll let Remy out of the cage later when I go to work, and he'll have free reign of the room while I'm gone. But he wouldn't be on camera if he was out of the cage, because he'll go everywhere but stay in the shot. So, Remy, you're way in the back. I can't see you way in the back. Come here. Are you pouting because I won't let you out? Oh, well, thank you, Average Girl. I just washed my hair and haven't put anything on my face, so I look tired. Ooh, the beach. I'm jelly. Have to work later. And I swear, I brought Lumi, my bearded dragon, to work with me. And then I compared him, because I've only had him a month. I got him like May 4th. Okay, I got him May 4th, so I've had him a month and a few days. He has grown so much since I got him, because I looked at the baby beardies we have at work, which is how big he was when I got him, and he has doubled in size. I was like, oh my gosh, he's grown so much. It's hard for me to notice that at home. But when I compared him to the other beardies, I was like, oh my gosh, you seriously, like, he's so big compared to them. But he has pretty much doubled his weight too, so I guess that makes sense. He doubled in size, he doubled his weight. He's growing quickly, and he's very happy to hang out with me too. Like he'll sit on my shoulder or on front of my shoulder. When I was sitting in the car, I put him on the side of the door. I put him on the door by the window, and he was basking in the sun. He's so fun. Yes, they grow fast. You go into the beach when you go to Texas. It's really warm here. It's hot here. I just need to find a good beach by a lake somewhere. Yes, remember sunscreen. Remy, you gonna talk? I gotta pick up your cuddle bone. You dropped it on the floor or on the bottom of the cage. Quite a bit of sunscreen. Yeah, it's already pretty warm here. It's 10:40 in the morning. Let me look up the weather here quick. 10:40 in the morning, and it is 81 degrees right now. And it's supposed to go up to 90. So it's 81 right now at 10:40 in the morning. And super sunny. And actually, Lumi, the bearded dragon, he is not even basking in his heat under his heat lamp. He is basking in the actual sun rays that are streaming in the window. It's pretty funny. All right, average girl, have fun. Talk with you later. Hey, Miss Southern Belle, how are you? I'm eating some breakfast while we stare at Remy, even though he's hiding behind his basketball hoop. Rem! Which his basketball hoop he can't even use anymore because he ripped the ball off. There was a ball hanging from this little tiny chain, and he could pick the ball up, put it in the basket, which he loved to do. But he got kind of rough with it, and he ripped it right off. So now his basketball hoop is kind of useless. It's just a decoration now. That's his second basketball hoop, too. He did the same thing to his first one. But that's how much he likes that toy. I'll get him another one. Which is not expensive. I might buy him another one today. It's like $5.99, and then I have a discount, so. Yeah, what? You're hiding. Do I have to go in there and take that off? That hoop? Are you pouting? Are you angry? She won't let me out of here. So how is everybody doing this Friday? I just have to get through today, and then I have the weekend off. Woohoo! I actually went to the store yesterday, and I bought this to see if that would work with my nerve pain. It's supposed to target nerves, so spray it on myself and when I go to work and see if that helps numb some of the pain while I'm working. I have to cut some dogs' nails and clean their ears today, and sometimes they get pretty squirmy because they're not fond of the process. Okay, Crystal. Have a great day. Yeah, I'm excited that Scrap Dog is here. I feel like such a tiny itty bitty channel, and he's got so many subscribers, and he's here with me. Thank you, Scrap Dog. It's not often that a big timer comes to see me. Remy, stop hiding. What are you doing? Hmm? Rem. What are you doing? He heard himself chirping when I did my morning video. When I recorded it, he heard it. When I replayed it, he heard himself chirping and or squawking, and he would squawk back at himself. Hey, Gemma, how you doing? There you are, Ram. Say hello. He always takes over the stream when I'm not focused on him. He won't shut up. He tries to talk over me. Now when we're focused on him, he's quiet. Figures. Hey, Ginger. Thank you. He's a good boy. Say hello. go hide behind the basket. Yeah. Yeah, talk to everybody. Say hello. Any big plans? Yeah, he can talk a little bit. He says, yeah. He says, what are you doing? He says, what a good boy. He oinks like a pig. He quacks like a duck. He goes, makes kissy. Yes, you do. Makes kissy noises, but yeah, the main things he says is, what are you doing? What a good boy. And yeah. He mainly says yeah when I'm petting him. It's like he approves of the attention. But sometimes we'll have a conversation because I'll be doing something and he'll be like, what are you doing? And I'll tell him what I'm doing and I'll be like, well, what are you doing? But then he just repeats himself. What are you doing? Are you going to talk for people? Huh? Say something. His favorite thing to do is oink like a pig. So I'll go, well, he also counts, but he doesn't necessarily count. So like when I count, he'll kind of chirp along with each number and he assumes he's counting, right? So 1, 2, 3. See, he's doing it. 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, not 7. The dog is going nuts downstairs. 7, 8, 9, 10. Good boy. What a good boy. See, he assumes that he is counting because he'll go whoop every time I say the number. But he's not actually saying it. He's goofy. You're a goofy bird. Huh? Are you eating? Do I have to put some more in there? I very well may have to. What are you doing? All right. Do you need more food? Yeah. Is that a yes? I need more food, Mom. All right. I got it right here. Yeah, it's coming. Oh, yeah. It's coming. I got it. I got it. I'm going to be in the shop for a second. Okay. I didn't ask you to come out of the cage. Here. Can I dump it in? There you go. Thank you. He's trying to escape. He's like, she opened the door. She opened the door. I can leave. All right. All right, Scrap Dog, thanks for stopping in. Maybe I'll see you later. Oopsie. So much stuff in here. Eating upside down. What are you doing? Is the water coming out of that? I don't like that thing. I have to get him a different water dispenser. Oops. Is it coming out? Is the water coming out? Go. Bernie, if you want now. He is quite the character. But the thing is, what's funny is when I focus the camera on him, he's like much quieter. When he's not the focus, he tries to take over. Tries to talk over me. Yeah. Right now he's just like, I'm eating. I can move the camera in a little bit and you'll be closer up. Let's see. Scooch a bit. Scooch a bit. Ah. There. Oh my goodness, I just made a mess. I just made a mess. Spilled my cereal bowl all over myself. Lordy, lordy. At least I have a cat and a dog here. They can have at it. You want to get down there and clean it up? Woo. Give myself a little bit more cereal now that I've spilled half of it. The cat and the dog are enjoying cleaning up the floor, so little treat for them. Now that I've moved the camera closer, you're going to move out of the shot, are you? That's typical of you. There we go. Hey, share the mess on the floor, please. I love my animals. My very first rat passed away last Saturday, and I've been devastated. And I just talked to a friend of mine. She works at the vet clinic, and I was like, I'm just curious to know how much it would be to have her cremated, because I would really like to do that. I mean, we have some of our pets buried in our backyard. We have 3 cats back there, a bunny, and I think my son buried a couple of his rats. We're kind of running out of space along the back fence there, which is where we were burying them. So I'd kind of like to, I really don't want to just dispose of her in the trash. So I'm kind of curious to find out how much it would be to cremate her. And I ordered a really nice stuffed rat on Amazon. And if I could get her cremated and kind of put her ashes in something small enough, like a pendant type thing, and put it on that stuffed rat, I really would love to do that. Thank you, Ginger. Yeah, she was 2 years old. So, and actually that Saturday was her birthday. She had just turned 2. So I had her out that day. So at least she didn't just die in the cage with her buddies. She was with me. She ran around outside in the grass. She got to spend the day with me. She got some treats. She had a lot of fun, and she was acting normal. And then all of a sudden, just hours after all her fun, she passed away. So it's been rough. I love that girl. I got her when she was 4 weeks old. So I would really like to cremate her if I could. I have a feeling it's going to be more than I want it to be. And I don't know if my husband's going to want to part with that kind of money to cremate a rat, but you know, he didn't bond with these rats. He didn't spend time with the rats. I did. And he knows how attached I get. So I'm hoping that he'd be willing to let me do it. What are you doing? And as you can see, Remy plucks. He does it when he's stressed. And just, you know, last week I had shingles. I'm still dealing with the after effects of it. But while I had shingles full blown, I was in a lot more pain than I am now. And allowing him out of the cage meant that he kept flying over to me and landing on me, and it was very painful. So he didn't really get to come out of the cage, and that made him angry. So he plucked. But he'll get to come out of the cage in a little bit. He likes to hang out on top of the cage, and then he'll fly over to the window and look out the window and fly back over to the cage. He's got a bowl, like a bathtub bowl on the top of his cage, so he'll have baths in that. The cat is sitting on top of the bearded dragon tank right now, staring at him, and he's staring right back. Look, who is this staring down at me? What you doing, Rim Rim? I'm gonna move the camera now because you've moved. You've moved. There we go. There we go. Yeah. Oh my goodness. JJ's here. Hello, JJ. Yes, it has been a very long time. Very, very long time. How are you doing? I'm just kind of eating some breakfast while we stare at the bird. Remy, you try and take over every stream that you're not in. Why don't you take advantage of this? We're focused on you. Yes. Yeah. Say hello. What are you doing? Drinking some water. That's what I'm doing. Yeah, so hopefully I'll be able to cut my hours at work here soon to accommodate the changes at home and the pain that I am dealing with since having shingles that doesn't want to go away. Makes working very, very difficult when I just want to cry because it hurts so much. Nerve pain is awful. I have a new respect for people that deal with chronic nerve pain like fibromyalgia and stuff like that. Because, oh goodness. Shingles being a thing that targets nerves, even though the shingles rash and everything is fading and going away, I still have some scarring. But even though the rashes are going away, the pain is still very much present. The ceiling fan is making a lot of noise, guys. Hope it's not bothering you. I turned the AC off to get rid of that noise, but I need some airflow in here or it's going to get warm. Yes, I had shingles. I went to the doctor last Thursday. So it was the weekend before that I started to feel some pain and discomfort and started developing a rash. And I called the doctor on, I think it was Monday or Tuesday. I think it was Tuesday, yeah, because I worked, no. Yeah, I called on Tuesday, but I had Monday off. And then I worked Tuesday, which was awful. Went home, called the doctor, and they got me in for Thursday. And by the time I had gotten in, it had gotten much worse. She looked at me and was like, well, shit, were her exact words. So I got prescribed an antiviral medication and prednisone and got sent home. And this past Monday was my first Monday, or my first day back at work. I was off work for 2 weeks, basically because when the rash has blistered, it's contagious, especially to people who have not had chickenpox. So I stayed home, laid in my bed in agony. The rash has pretty much, it's still fading in spots. I have got a little bit of some scars, but I still have the nerve pain that goes along with it. So I'm dealing with that still, even though I could go back to work and, the rash is all good and all that stuff, but the pain is still there and it's not nice. Like, it was a couple of days ago when I was at work. I worked on Wednesday, I worked open to close. So it was a really long day. And I thought it was going to go crazy because on my back, where I'd had part of the rash, every now and then it would feel like somebody was, like I was getting bitten by something. Like the nerve pain was just, it was coming and going, but it was just like it was almost like being stung by a bee. I was like, oh my gosh, and I couldn't quite reach it to really take care of that. So I was like going up to the register and grabbing a pen and like rubbing that area with the pen because it was just driving me absolutely insane. So it's like a mixture of different pains. It feels like really bad muscle pain, and then like intense burning or an intense it's really hard to describe. It's really hard to describe, but yeah, it's not fun. So what are everybody's plans for this weekend? I have the weekend off, yay. Probably trying to catch up on what I didn't do in the animal room the whole time I had shingles. Cages need to be cleaned really badly. I gotta clean a guinea pig cage. I gotta clean a chinchilla cage. One cage, Remy's old cage is cleaned, and the rats are in it right now because their other cage needs to be cleaned, which right now it's outside, so that can be done. Gotta sweep the floor and everything from the rabbit. So I got a lot of catching up to do on cleaning that I didn't do while I was sick. The main thing I did with them was feed them and water them, and that was about it. That was all they were getting from me. Remy, you're boring. What are you doing? Sitting there shaking your little tail. Part of how he gets his name. He looks like he's gonna go to sleep. His eyes are drooping. But his tail is quivering there, and that's how they get their name Quaker, is that they'll sit there and shake. And some people think that they'll misinterpret that as they're cold or they're scared, and no, that's how they got their name Quaker, is they'll basically quake. So he's sitting there looking like he's gonna go to sleep, and his little tail is quivering. Are you tired, Rem? Did you not sleep good? Huh? Did you not sleep good? You tired? He slept during the night. He was quiet. That's one good thing. He doesn't wake me up in the night. He's very good at being quiet during the night. Occasionally I'll hear a, just one, and then he's quiet. I swear, he talks in his sleep. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. He'll just make a noise, and then he's quiet. And it's because he's dreaming and talking in his sleep. Are you going to sleep, buddy? Huh? It's been a rough morning already. You tired? Your eyes keep closing. Oh, sleepyhead. Remy's a sleepyhead. It's like, stop talking and waking me up, Mom. And the cat is laying down on top of the beardy cage, the beardy tank, sleeping. Oh, you moved. So yeah, not a lot going on, not a lot to report. Just had my first week back to work, and yeah, getting through my first week without my Lexi rat because she passed away. And what else? Yeah, not much else to report. Got a lot of cleaning to do. My son moved out. Some people already know that. My son Ian, he moved out a month ago-ish. Break my heart. He's doing so good though. I'm proud of him. He moved in with a friend of his. They're actually living in their in my ex's house. He's renting it to them. So he's looking for a place of his own, my ex. He had just gone through a divorce. His ex just moved out of that house. And so then he decided he would rent it to my son and his friends. So they're sharing. And yeah, Lexi passed away on Saturday. I was devastated. Saturday was actually her second birthday. And I had her out of the cage, spent the day with her. She had so much fun, acting normal, romping through the grass, all of that stuff, having a blast. And then later on in the day, she passed away. Just out of nowhere. So, it was tough. I was a mess. And I just talked to a friend of mine that I used to work with. She works at the vet clinic. And I asked her how much it would be if I wanted to have her cremated, because I really would like to do that. We have pets buried in our backyard, and we're kind of running out of space, or have run out of space on that. And I really, since there's no room to bury her, I really don't want to dispose of her in the trash, which a lot of people would do because, she's just a rodent, whatever. I don't want to do that. So I asked my friend if she could tell me how much it would be to have her cremated. And then I can put her ashes in something small. And I ordered a stuffed rat on Amazon that came the other day. And I could put her ashes in like a little pendant or whatever and put it on that rat. That's kind of what I'd like to do, but I'm kind of afraid of what they're going to tell me it's going to cost to cremate her. But yeah, that was a rough Saturday. Was rough for me. And even now, like there are still 6 rats in the cage where she was living. But even with 6 rats still in that cage, it seems empty because she's not there. I'll go to feed them or change their water, and they all come and greet me, but Lexi's not. And it's just wrong. It's just wrong that she's not there. So yeah. My son will be devastated. Like, he's lost a couple of his rats. He lost his very first one, and he lost one that he got around the same time that I got Lexi. But he still has Riley, and Riley is 2.5. So he'll have to prepare himself, because none of our other rats lived as long as Riley. So she seems to be. I mean, he's got his rats with him, so I don't get to see them all the time anymore. But the last time I was over at his new place, I got her out and hung out with her a little bit. But that'll be a sad day too when Riley goes. But that's the downfall with rats, is they're such sweet pets, and they just don't live long enough. You're hiding behind your basketball hoop again, Ren. I can't see you behind your basketball hoop. Got my stepson yelling downstairs at the dog. I don't know what the dog did, but trouble apparently. Give me a minute, guys. I'm being summoned. Alright, guys, well, feel free to enjoy Remy for a little bit. I had a disaster downstairs that I gotta fix. So, apparently Bridley knocked over the rat cage, and they're okay, but we're missing one. So, gotta find her. I will be back as soon as possible, guys. goodness, guys. In or out? So, the cage, apparently when I mentioned earlier, dog was going crazy. It's because she knocked the cage off of its stand, which I didn't hear a crash, and knocking the cage off its stand meant the bottom of it was open. And all but one rat is accounted for. So the issue right now is I know which one is missing. It's Arena, and she's blind. Can't find hide nor hair of her. So one of two things. She is hiding very well and just scared out of her mind right now, so she's not going to come out. Or Brinley killed her. And whatever, because I can't find her. Everybody else looks okay. They're scared, but nobody is injured. But Arena is completely and totally missing. So, not how I wanted to spend my morning, looking for a blind rat that is hiding somewhere scared because their home just toppled to the floor. She can't see, so there's that added fear, and she's hiding somewhere or dead, I guess. Arena happens to be Ian's rat. That he left here because Shiloh was also blind and they were living together and he didn't want to separate them, so he left her here, which I was perfectly okay with. And now I'm afraid I'm going to have to tell him that she's missing or dead. My stepson said, "Are you sure there were 6 rats in there?" I'm like, I know who was in there, or there were 7 rats in there, 6 rats. And I'm like, well, there's this number of rats in here now, and one of them is missing, and I can't mistake the fact, even though I have 3 black rats, Arena, Ebony, and Phoebe, the differences are Phoebe's a Dumbo rat, and then Ebony is black, but she has eyes, and Arena is black, and she doesn't. So, and it's the black blind one that is missing. I can't mistake that. I know she was in the cage because I put her in there. So, guess I'm going to go ahead. I've been live for an hour now. So I guess I'm going to go ahead and end this since there's only a couple people in here anyway. And I am going to see if I can lure out a blind rat with some smelly, smelly treats. Because she's not going to be able to see me. I'm going to have to make cutesy noises and lure her out. Something that's going to make her want to come out. Because she can't see. She can't see danger. So she's going to be extra cautious. Anyway, I'll keep you updated on whether or not I find her. The ironic thing here is I have to work later, and my stepson is scared of rats. So even if she comes out emerging while I'm gone, I really don't see him grabbing her. I'm hoping he will, but so we're gonna have to see how this goes. Anyway, thank you all for joining me and Remy today, and I will talk with you guys later. Bye, everybody. Have a great weekend.